Hey guys, so today we're going to have the second installment of the series College Must-Haves. And if you didn't watch the first episode, I'm going to link it down in the description below. Now, before we start, just a word about this whole pandemic thing. I know that it seems uncertain when we're going to go back to school, be it for high school, college, but these items are items that I hope I'm going to keep throughout my college career and even for my life after. These are items that bring me joy or that just help my day-to-day life in ways that are not just for college students or not just for your first year. So, what are the three items we're talking about today? First, we have a hammock. I know, seems weird, but don't worry. Next, we have my speaker and my earbuds. I did a little cheat and put them both together, but you know why. And lastly, we have a tower fan. Not just any fan, a tower fan. Now, let's get into the individual items. For our first item, we have a hammock. I know it's not what most people think when they think essential college items, but a hammock has made my first year of college completely different. It has both individual and social aspects to it. Where the individual aspect is that you can go to any tree and just hang your hammock and just relax. First year of college is so stressful. Doesn't matter if you're close to home, far from home. It is just going to be stressful because of the new atmosphere, new classes, and just a change. So having this would just be able to go somewhere and zone out and be by yourself, read a book, and be so comfortable doing it is so great. Now, my friends and I in college, we used to go hammocking all the time. Well, before it got really cold. But you can just get a bunch of trees, just put a bunch of hammocks up. You can share trees, you can share hammocks, and we just talk. That's how I got to know many of my good friends. We would just sit down and just relax together. It was a great time and it helped us bond a lot. Now, it also has a little bit of more out there thing that you can do with it. My friend went to Home Depot, got some wood, and built his own bunk bed inside his room. I know, he's kind of crazy, but he got a hammock and hung it under the bunk bed, where he had his bed, a hammock, and then his roommate's bed. He would sleep more on the hammock than he would sleep in his bed. And honestly, when we were just hanging out, it was a fight to whoever got the hammock. He got it most times because he built it, but when I got it, best hangout spot ever. So, hammock costs about $25 on Amazon, and I know it's kind of cliche, but it's worth every penny. And it will give you so much more than this price in just fun, relaxation, and honestly, probably friends. Now, two items that are complementary to the hammock in many ways. We have a good pair of earbuds and a speaker. I say earbuds, not headphones, because many times you just want to throw it into your backpack, and headphones can get a little bit expensive to just throw in places. These may not look like great earbuds for you, but they are the ones that I have found work best for me. They are sound muffling, not canceling, but they cover your ear really well, so just putting them in lowers the ambient volume by a lot. They are super comfortable, and they come in 3 different settings of size. They are super cheap too, so every 6 months when they eventually kind of fail on one side, I can just buy a new one for $7 or $8, depending on the color you choose. Earbuds are a necessity because you can just whip them out anytime from your backpack and put them in when you're in study room or a library, because those can get pretty loud sometimes. And when you need to study, you kind of want to zone out from all the noise and confusion around you. It's also really useful when you're trying to watch something and your roommate's in the room and you just pull it out of your backpack, or you leave it on your little compartment side on the side of your bed. And it's honestly something that throughout my first year, I could not have lived without. I listened to music every day going to class, to every class. I took it with me wherever I went. I had 2 pairs, one for my backpack and one for my room, so I would never just be caught in the middle of a class or walking from one class to the other and not have some music playing. It just livened up my day. Now for the speaker, which is the exact opposite of the earbud. You really need a speaker, just bottom line. When you're hanging out with your friends, when you're going hammocking with your friends, when you're just chilling in your room without your roommate there, speaker will just fill in the white noise or the empty space that you have there. It's super good to just have it on hand, and you don't need an expensive one. You don't need a JBL Flip or something like that. Those are really nice, don't get me wrong, but This one is a $25 speaker that I got 4 years ago from a Secret Santa. It is not super loud, but it serves its purpose right. I have used it on the beach. I have just put it to play with when I had 2 people in the room, when I had 10 people in my room. It's good. You don't need really, really loud speakers. Well, unless your room is super, super, super big. But more often than not, dorm rooms are going to be pretty small. So just a $25 speaker will suffice. And investing in one is a really good long-term plan, especially because they last. If you choose the right one, they last. These two are a necessity for sound. Now, let's get a necessity for comfort. And that is a tower fan. Specifically a tower fan because, in my opinion, they're the best type of fans for a college dorm. They're really light, they're tall, and they're compact. So you can put them under your bed or inside your closet during the winter when you don't need it. College dorms get super, super hot. It's almost like a greenhouse of a bunch of freshmen just living together in really close proximity. So having a fan is a necessity. It will make sleeping easier, make it easier to focus on your homework, and it will just improve your quality of life. Many times though, you're gonna need a little bit of an extra height, and that's where the tower fans come in handy. These are really light and you can move them around really easily. So what I did, because my bed was really high off the ground, to the point that I had to jump onto it, I put this on top of my table, and I just kept it there for the entirety of fall quarter when it was super hot. I kept the fan on top of the desk, and I did my homework on it, and I still had space to put down my computer and a light. So having it be compact and just have most of its size go up instead of sideways makes so you can put it anywhere in your dorm room. And that's really useful when you have a really small room just to begin with. These fans are a necessity, they're perfect for a dorm room, and they're only $50 on Amazon, so they won't break your bank. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, all these items are going to be linked down in the description along with part 1 of this series. So if you enjoyed and you want more of this, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and have a great day.